It embarrassed her. Now she's angry.
So she's gonna let you die? That seems a bit extreme. Hey everybody, and welcome to another movie night. I'm Jacqui, and today we are watching Percy Jackson and the Olympians, episode 4. Last episode was interesting. It was the Medusa episode. I appreciated that they brought in the more complex storyline for Medusa. From what I understand, just from reading your guys' comments, it was a little bit more complex than it was in the books. In the show, they had leaned a little bit more heavily into the, I don't want to say Medusa as a victim storyline, but this sort of humanization of her that's been happening in culture recently. And I appreciated that. I still think it was a little bit conflicting how it was handled in the episode, but I do like this idea that they're bringing in of how do you know a monster is a monster? What makes a monster a monster? So that's been really fascinating. You guys also clarified for me, and I appreciate this, that Lin Manuel Miranda was not just a cameo. I don't know why I assumed it was just a cameo. I think because he was dressed like a delivery guy, it just didn't occur to me in the moment that that was Hermes. Obviously, that was Hermes. But thank you guys for clarifying that, and I'm thrilled because it means we get more Lin Manuel Miranda. But again, I appreciate you guys letting me know, so thank you very, very much. Please continue to clarify things like that for me because it helps me a lot as I'm going into this. So I don't know that we'll see them again in this episode. This seems to be a slightly shorter episode than the ones that we've gotten before, but I'm sure it will pack no less of a punch than any of the others. I'm curious to see how far across the United States we have made it. I really do have to laugh about the idea that the entrance to Olympus is in New York while the entrance to Hades is in Los Angeles. Is Rick Riordan a New Yorker? I feel like I'd have to look this up, but that feels like something a New Yorker would do. Like New York supremacy, entrance to heaven in New York, entrance to hell in Los Angeles. There's got to be some sort of symbolism to that. I was thinking about that later, but if you guys know, let me know. Is Rick Riordan a New Yorker? Because that would make sense. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to get into this episode. I'm really curious to see where we are right now, and I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. If you haven't seen my reactions to episodes 1 through 3, check them out. I will include some links up here and in the description for a playlist with all of those. And of course, as always, please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this episode, on this series so far as an adaptation. Please continue to let me know your thoughts. I love reading them. Redder is better, so hit what may or may not be a big red subscribe button depending on your browser, and check me out on Patreon for the full-length version of this reaction as well as early access to all of my other content. If you're curious what exclusives I have on Patreon, I have teasers for a lot of those in my YouTube shorts, so go ahead and check those out. And links to my Instagram and other socials are in the description box below, so be sure to check those out, and I think we've exhausted everything we need to for this intro, so without further ado, let's get into Percy Jackson episode 4. Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Oh, we're in a pool. Flashback?
You have to let go, Percy. I can't. Yep, you really can. You didn't. We have been in the same position for 15 minutes. Please, come on, just do it once with me.
She's like, kid, you're the son of Poseidon. You gotta get over this fear.
You know I wouldn't ask you to do this if it wasn't safe, right?
Good mama.
It could be dangerous for you if you don't know how to do this.
True. For so many reasons.
I may not be there to help you, so I need to make sure you can do it.
Oh, the foreshadowing and double meaning here.
Just breathe, Mommy. That's what you always tell me to do.
Aww. Good mama.
You'll always be here.
Don't say things like that with ominous music playing in the background. Oh dear.
Mom?
Oh, was this his first
Mom!
hallucination?
Hello again, little hero.
Voldemort's back!
A forbidden hero. They attract doom.
Oh.
Is coming.
Well, that's not terrifying.
Hey, you asleep?
Not anymore.
Yes. You and Dahlia were really close, right? She was the last forbidden kid before me, right? She must have dealt with the same kind of stuff.
Yeah.
She was tough. I mean, she knew she was a forbidden kid, she just didn't care. When Luke and Thalia found me, Luke cared for me. Thalia, she made me earn it.
Is that why you give me a hard time? I gotta earn it with you, too?
Maybe.
Something like that.
I gotta say, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The way the gods want us to think. Gotta burn an offering to get a parent's attention. Gotta beat up on Clarice just to get my father to admit he's my father.
He does have a point. Is this really interesting that they're being shot perpendicular to each other?
You want to know how I ended up alone on the road in the first place? I started out as a gift to my father. For a while, I was treated like a gift. Then he met a woman. They had their own kids. And to her, I wasn't a gift.
You were baggage.
I was a problem.
Yeah.
I was 7.
Oh, poor Annabeth.
It isn't the gods who think that way. It's everybody. But at least with the gods, you know the rules.
I mean, it's not, but there is validity to knowing the rules, but no, that's not strictly true.
You awake?
Well, I am now, thanks.
He's super grouchy when he doesn't get enough sleep.
He's super grouchy when he doesn't get enough. Yeah.
Grover and I have something in common.
A little different than Foofy boarding school.
Who's Froofy? You're Froofy. What's Froofy? I think I need to eat.
Eat and sleep. Those are the two things for when you're grouchy. That was really interesting because we had Grover and Annabeth were parallel to each other, but Percy was perpendicular because he is the odd one out. Oh, what in the... Huh?
Can I ask a dumb question?
We got a special edition of No Dumb Questions.
It's like you need me to make fun of you.
Guessing neither of you have been to Los Angeles? How will we have any idea where we're going?
No idea.
Oh, so not a dumb question.
We're still on step 4. Cross
point.
that bridge when we get there.
One thing at a time. You gotta get there first.
Follow-up stupid question.
Dude.
The Oracle said this quest would fail, and no one's mentioned it since. Seems like something we gotta be taking a little more
Which
serious.
quest, though? Are we talking about the general quest or your personal quest to save your mother? Because that seems to be a point of contention here.
Are those...
Centaurs.
Oh, that's cool. The things you see once you know they're there.
There used to be herds of them everywhere.
What happened to them?
Humans. A few thousand years ago, the god of the wild, Pan, disappeared.
The bravest satyrs volunteer to become searchers, trying to find Pan. None have ever returned.
Aww.
Your uncle we found in Medusa's. Ferdinand.
Was that his goal?
He was a searcher.
The Oracle didn't say the quest would fail. Fail to save what matters most. That can mean a lot of things.
Very important distinction.
The harder you work to understand, the harder it gets to understand.
Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta let it come to you when it's ready.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Can I see your tickets, please?
Oh dear. Okay. Had a moment there. Oh dear.
You're in cabin 17B.
So... And... Why? Oh, that's what hit the
You
thing
wanna
in...
explain?
Wait, you think we did this?
Did you?
Are we under arrest?
I don't think you want to take that tone with me, little girl.
Hey! You don't want to take that tone with Annabeth.
So we're just killing time till we find out that guy's like a werewolf or something, right?
I don't think he's a monster.
Hard to say.
Well, if he's not a monster, what's going on here? We don't have anything.
The people who
Don't you,
think
though?
you stole Zeus's master bone might disagree.
Yeah. Touché.
We need to get out of this before we get delayed.
Do you mind if I sit?
Who's this? This is weird.
You poor dears.
Who is this?
Your parents aren't here, are they?
Who are you, new Karen? What's happening?
What's this? What are you doing? Who's that supposed to be?
Don't children get scared when they're all alone? I'm a mom.
Okay.
I know how scared you must be.
Well, I don't trust you. I don't like you. I can't see your dog. I can't see it. Your dog is a monster.
I think you're making them nervous.
You're making them nervous. You're making me nervous.
I don't actually think that you made that mess back there.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted a moment alone with you.
This sketchy Karen.
Someone smashed them in from the outside.
Yep. Her face. What the is in the bag?
This isn't your fault. But sadly, you're going to have to bear the burden of your parents' mistakes today.
What in the PTA, Mom?
I don't know who you are, but I think I know what you are.
Karen, something you want to tell me?
What's that mean?
We've run across a few monsters like you, and we've sent them all packing.
You're not the first Karen we've encountered.
Of course they're like me. They were my children.
Say what now?
Oh, kids ruin everything.
The mother of monsters.
Who?
Echidna.
Who?
Monster. It's an odd word.
That does seem to be a consistent theme in this show.
To my eye, the demigod is a more dangerous creature. If I exist for anything, it is to stand in the way of monsters like you. She's just a pup now. Today, you will be her prey.
What in the fluffy?
Are you afraid yet? Fear's natural.
I'm not scared in the like I'm scared way. I'm scared in the like a you should be locked up in a mental hospital kind of way.
I needed you to understand so that she could learn. Well, that's what a good mother does. Not that you would know.
Ouch. That was mean.
You should run now.
What in the Jabberwocky?
You got ahead of yourself. We'll work on that.
What the actual heck? I was just thinking Chihuahua. The Chihuahua. Open the door for the Chihuahua. I just want to see from their perspective. Chihuahua. Oh, come on. That would have been so funny. I really wanted to see the door explode and then just see a Chihuahua standing there.
She's learning to hunt. And this seems like the hunting part.
Ooh. And you're the prey. Not ideal. Oh, that's so interesting. We're shooting them through bars like they're in a cage. Or trap. That was great. That was a great shot.
There's an Athenian temple hidden somewhere in the middle of downtown St. Louis.
Yes. Except it's not all that hidden.
Is it the arch? Yep, of course it is. That's fun.
It's 630 feet wide, 630 feet tall, both to within an inch.
Wow, I never knew that.
It's held up by math. And it's earthquake proof, so Poseidon can't ruin it.
Ah, it's a nice detail.
This is how you show Athena your love, a monument to the power of perfection.
It's a monument to some other stuff, too. We can't stay here forever. Just because we're prey doesn't mean we need to be helpless.
Oh, that's a great line.
He doesn't like it when people mess with animals.
I know. I shouldn't have snapped at him.
At least you can admit it.
This is your mom's place? Wonder if she's around.
In St. Louis?
Be right down, just going to the potty.
That was sweet.
I guess you were right. We needed a safe place, and your mom had one waiting. Pretty lucky we happened to be in the right city for it.
Mm-hmm.
Luck or fate?
Yeah.
I've only been a demigod since last Saturday.
No, you have been. You just didn't know
You
it.
shouldn't listen to me.
This is my mother's place, but maybe you could say hi to your dad while we're here.
I don't want anything from him. You've done more for me in the past few days than my father's done in my entire life. If I have to stick with someone...
Sticking with you.
Careful. I think you're about to call me a friend.
Oh, you don't look so good, Percy. I was literally just thinking that. I'm like, you look like circles under his eyes.
I think those singer things were poisonous.
Yeah, he looks like he's...
I have an idea. Come on, help me.
He needs water.
You know, I think it's working. This is a great call.
Nope. Yeah, you don't look so good, hun. Here comes the PTA.
We're gonna get to the altar, and I'm going to ask my mom for help.
I thought we don't ask for help.
Desperate times? She doesn't look like she's come any closer.
What was that back there? She spoke to you.
Annabeth?
How did the Chimera even get inside here?
It's like I thought they couldn't.
Athena would have had to let her in, but why would she do that?
Annabeth.
Yeah, why?
She said my impertinence wounded my mother's pride, and that will be my doom.
Impertinence? What kind of...
You're impertinent.
Medusa's head.
Yep. Yeah.
It embarrassed her. Now she's angry.
So she's gonna let you die? That seems a bit extreme.
They'll be up here any minute, and if my mother isn't going to protect us, then we'll just have to fight it out up here.
We'll do it ourselves. It's not gonna be... Oh dear.
We gotta get everybody out of here.
Fire alarm, fire alarm, fire alarm. Yep. That was so prominent in the background there. Yep.
Someone has to stay back to slow her down and buy everyone some time.
I mean, Annabeth is the biggest badass amongst you.
Wait. Take this.
Yeah. Oh, shh! Percy, you little shit. You sneaky little shit.
I would have never made it to Hades, but you can. And now you will.
What? This seems like a poor decision. Good kitty. Nice kitty. Ooh, ouch, ouch. We appreciate going down swinging. Oh, Hey, that's not fair. That's so not fair. Is this the I fall to my death part? Is that where the episode title comes in? You're doing... Oh! Water? Water? Oh. Hang on tight, kid. Or nah. I don't know if it's worse up there or down there. That's kind of a toss-up at this point.
You never had a chance, did you? Only someone cared enough for you to provide you with one.
You bitch! Water, water, water! Water, water! Oh my god. Water! That was a great... Oh, the chaos. Oh my god. That was such a great, twisty, confused perspective. Oh, are you stuck? What the... What in the Grindylow? Oh dear. Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
You are frightened.
Who the hell's voice is that?
Your father sent me to tell you. It's all right. Just breathe.
Breathe in the water?
He's always been here. It is so hard for him to stand back.
Is it?
It is so hard for us all.
Is it?
And he's so very proud.
Is he?
Just breathe.
That is a big risk to take right now. I trust it a little bit since that's what his mom said earlier, but still, that is a huge risk to take. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? This is where we're ending? Oh my god. Now that's just rude. Ending like that, that is just rude. Huh. Well, we have come full circle. We did start with him in a pool trying to learn how to swim and his mom saying just breathe and that you're going to need to know how to do this eventually. That was funny. New Karen. That's only funny because the last actress was Karen Walker. That's not even that funny, but I just couldn't help it. I don't know. That was a nice little cliffhanger. And who is that in the water? This was a mindfuck. This was interesting. Okay, all right. This definitely felt like a part 1 sort of episode. I'm just like, cool, awesome, crazy kid. All right, and now we just, wait, okay. I assume they're not going to kill off the protagonist after episode 4. But since I think there are only 8 episodes in this season, we're halfway through. This is the halfway point, right? Yeah, I think we're halfway through. Crazy. Go, Percy, unlock your water powers. They didn't specify. Was that, I'm assuming that it was his father that reached up and grabbed him, because we've never seen Percy exhibit that level of ability with water. That being said, we can do crazy things when our lives are in jeopardy, adrenaline and all that, like it's entirely possible, and he just wound up in the water and she showed up. I'm gonna go with his dad did something, was trying to protect him, because she's saying that it's hard for him to stand back and it's hard for him and the rest of the gods to not be a part of their kids' lives. Are we going to get a legitimate reason for that? Because I don't believe that, and I'm only going to accept that if we get a really good reason. And I'm struggling to think of a really good reason that could justify it. So if there is one, great. I look forward to finding out. Until then, Greek gods are still assholes. Just saying. We all know it. So anyway, on that note, this is interesting. This is a fun, short little episode, and I'm curious to see where it goes from here. And we're halfway through. I can't believe we're halfway through. So I hope you guys continue to join me for the latter half of this season. I hope you've enjoyed the reactions so far. And if you did, as always, please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. Was it accurate? Were you surprised? Did you know what was coming? Am I the only person here that has no idea what's happening? Please let me know. Redder is better, so hit what may or may not be a big red subscribe button depending on your browser, and check me out on Patreon for the full-length version of this reaction, as well as all of my other content. If you're curious what Patreon exclusives I have, check out my YouTube shorts for teasers for some of those, and of course, links to my Instagram and other socials are in the description box below. With all of that out of the way, thank you so much. I will see you guys next week for episode 5. Until then,